What if you could retire now instead of at 65? Sounds illegal, right? Like something your boss would whisper about in a dark parking lot. But that question sits at the heart of the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And it's the question most people are too busy answering with, someday. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of us are living by an outdated script. Work 40+ hours. Save aggressively. Retire when your knees start making Wi-Fi noises. Ferriss calls these people deferrers. Not because they're lazy, but because they defer life. Adventure is postponed. Freedom is postponed. Even health is postponed. Everything good gets pushed into a future that's never guaranteed. Then there's the alternative, the new rich. Not rich in Lambos and gold-plated faucets, but rich in time, mobility, and choice. The new rich don't wait to enjoy life. They design it now. They work differently. They earn differently. And most importantly, they think differently. In 2026, this idea isn't just rebellious, it's realistic. Remote work isn't a perk anymore. It's infrastructure. Entire companies are built with no office, no headquarters, just talent distributed across time zones. Automation isn't sci-fi. It's your coworker. AI schedules meetings. Bots answer customer emails. No-code tools spin up full businesses in a weekend. A single person with the right systems can now do what took 10 employees in 2010. So the question becomes, if technology can buy back your time, why are you still selling all of it? That's where the first step of Ferriss's framework comes in. Step 1. Definition. The D in D.E.A.L stands for definition, elimination, automation, and liberation. And everything starts with definition. Because you can't escape a prison if you don't know which cell you're in. Most people say they want more money, but that's not a goal. That's a vague wish dressed up as ambition. Ferriss forces a more dangerous question. What would your life actually look like if money weren't the main obstacle? Not someday, not after I retire. Now. Would you live in one city or rotate between 3? Would you work mornings and surf in the afternoons? Would you run a small online business or consult 2 days a week? Would you take mini retirements instead of one big one at the end? In 2026, this isn't fantasy. People are doing it with remote-first jobs paying in USD while living in lower-cost countries. One-person agencies powered by AI research tools. Subscription newsletters run from a laptop automated e-commerce stores that only need 30 minutes a day. But before tactics, you need clarity. Ferriss says to define 2 things. What you want to have, what you want to be and do, not abstract stuff like freedom. Concrete stuff like, I want to work no more than 4 hours a day. I want to earn $5,000 a month remotely. I want to travel for 3 months every year. I want to learn Spanish and train Muay Thai. The rebellion here is this. You're not optimizing your life for your job. You're designing your job around your life. Fear setting. The exercise nobody wants to do now comes the part that separates dreamers from doers. Fear setting. Most people never take risks because they haven't actually defined what they're afraid of. Fear stays foggy, and fog feels fatal. So, Ferriss flips goal setting on its head and asks, instead of, what do I want? Ask, what am I afraid will happen if I try? You write 3 columns. 1. Define the worst-case scenario. What's the absolute nightmare outcome? If you quit your job to go remote, you can't find clients. You burn through savings. You have to move back home. You feel embarrassed. Write it out. No drama, just facts. 2. Prevent and repair. How could you reduce the damage or recover? Keep 3 months of expenses saved. Start freelancing before quitting. Keep LinkedIn active, maintain 1 part-time contract. Stay employable with in-demand skills. Suddenly, the cliff looks more like a speed bump. 3. The cost of inaction. This is the nuclear question. What happens if you do nothing for 6 months, 1 year, 3 years? More burnout, more waiting, more "I'll start when." In 2026, the cost of inaction is higher than ever. While you're hesitating, someone else is using AI to triple output. Someone else is building leverage. Someone else is buying back time. Staying still is no longer safe. It's just quieter. Fear setting doesn't make you fearless. It makes you rational. And rational fear loses power. The new rich mindset in 2026. The new rich don't ask, "How do I make more?" They ask, "How do I need less time?" They don't chase promotions. They chase leverage, systems, automation, and flexibility. They don't wait for permission to live differently. They prototype their life like a startup. And this is the core rebellion of step 1. You stop treating your future like a retirement package and start treating it like a design project. Definition isn't about quitting your job tomorrow. It's about deciding what enough looks like before someone else decides for you. Because once you know what you want, and once you see that fear isn't fatal, you're ready for the next step: elimination, cutting out the fake work, the fake urgency, and the fake importance. But first, remember this: retirement is not an age, it's a skill, and the new rich start practicing early.